music and
Here,
then
you
let me know.
gotta.
First of all, man. Hey, first.
Hey everyone, it's that's your boy, and our sound effects are not working right now. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and continue on with the quick show. If you don't mind turning that down, please, so I don't have to hear my own.
Is it working? Is this working? Is it high pitch or no?
Yeah.
So that's weird that it.
Does the high pitch, but it doesn't do the sounds. Fucking odd. All right, so we're here playing our sound effects that you guys won't be hearing tonight. So I guess we're just gonna roll into it.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the That's Your Boys. I am the KC Walt. Over here on my left is Joe Hooters. And over here on my right is the original TI. And yes, we too had a partition to cover us when we went to the Chiefs game. Were we there? Were we not? You don't know.
I was there.
You don't know because we were behind the wall. We went to the Chiefs game.
Oh, I
When we
heard.
did that.
Yeah, Taylor was behind the thing.
Question. So was she?
I mean, I guess they say she.
Who was that? Why did they put up that? So every single time she's gone to a game, she never put up a partition. She never. She always welcomed. Say hello to everybody and give tips to the elevator lady and whatever. Why this time? Why would she put up a partition?
You know the because of the Charlie Kirk situation. There was an active. He was shot from 200 yards away. So
I could see a lot of public figures when they go out in public. They're probably all of them, right? They're taking a lot more precautions because I'm sure Taylor Swift, like a lot of other big celebrities, even when you're loved, you're still getting crazy death threats or you got crazy fans out there. You know what I mean? So it's understandable to me.
right.
So you're thinking that's what it was?
That makes a lot of sense.
That was 100% what it was.
100%. So you heard it from somewhere or what?
Yeah, I heard it from the source.
Okay. Like I didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
I really didn't know.
I mean, I didn't know. No, I didn't. Honestly, no. But that was what it was because, like, obviously, he was murdered from a sniper 200
Right.
yards away. So it was like,
Right.
and she's like a big figure, and
So
if
they were just
somebody-
trying to protect her, you think?
yeah. And if somebody was trying to, make a statement, that would be a hell of a statement, right?
Yeah.
Or some other idiot.
So you think you
Right.
watched the game in one of the suites without any windows or just from a TV?
We don't know. Dude, it's just more security because it makes sense to have more security at this point. So
Trying to go through some other scenarios and who it would have been, but I mean that's the only thing we can really come up with. Yeah, I mean no other political figures. Well, who knows? Wow, that's a mystery. That's weird. They did a good job because I had no idea who the hell that was. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into the last game. And Joe, remind everybody who we played against and where it was at.
We played against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Mm.
And
Tongue
it
twister.
was at Arrowhead Stadium.
So it was a rematch of the Super Bowl when we got our
Yes.
asses kicked, and we thought, yes, man, you know what? This is revenge time. We're gonna get them. We're gonna fucking right in our backyard, man. Make sure that we prove a point. And what happened, Ti?
Oh, Chris Jones blew the game. That's what
Oh,
happened.
Chris Jones.
Chris
did?
Jones blew the game. Honestly, I was gonna hang it on Travis Kelce at first. I mean, let's face it, if Travis Kelce catches that ball, right, that bounced off his forearm and went 60 yards the other way, we're talking a different game. We're 1-1 right now, right?
Wait.
But even after that, we still had a chance. We had the momentum. We had their number, I felt, and we had them right where we wanted them. That was actually week 1, I'm thinking of.
I was gonna say
Week 1. Just Chris Jones. This wasn't on you. This
No.
was all Travis Kelce.
I kind of was like, where's he going with the Chris Jones thing?
Never mind. I digress.
No, this is not squarely, but a turning point in the game was definitely when Travis Kelce I thought touchdown. We were jumping up and down. Touchdown. No. Ball batted up. And not only was it not a touchdown, it was intercepted. We didn't even get the 3 points. We didn't even get the field goal.
Nothing.
And they ran it back to what
Quite a bit.
their about
Quite a
their
bit.
40-yard line. And guess who saved a touchdown, even though they ended up getting a touchdown. But
Simmons, right? Simmons.
Josh Simmons,
Yeah, there you go.
our left tackle, ran his ass off. I didn't realize. Did you see how fast he was?
He was moving, man.
He was fucking. If it
moving.
wasn't for him, a lineman ran that fucking fast and cut that dude off that had the interception. I forgot who it was, and just stopped him there. Had a chance to get the ball back, and Travis Kelce shaking his head like whoop-de-doo. But so he didn't run after his mistake. He didn't go and try to tackle anybody. So that's it was. And then after the
Bucker
game,
missed an extra point.
Yeah. So let's not
That
forget,
hurt.
it's not just Travis. He didn't just miss an extra point, but he missed a field goal.
No, he did. He missed a field goal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He had that one wide ass right. That's right,
Left.
wide ass right.
It does seem like how last year everything went in our way. You know, we had the advantage on everything.
Yeah,
And
and we
this
had
year,
the
all
lucky
the-
bounces, the lucky
Yeah.
this and lucky that.
All the lucky is not coming our way this year. No
No.
luck for us. We're just
Well, really, last year the first two games were close last year, right? And I feel like kind of like what you're saying, the luck went a little bit our way. We had some tough, close games. Obviously, the first game was wasn't as close because of some brutal mistakes that we had in the game. But I feel like this last game, man, we had that game. That game was ours.
we are making our own bad luck. For
So
sure.
again, I'm not too worried. I still stand on, and I still feel like we'll be 3-3 by the time Rice gets back. If we're 3-3 by the time Rice gets back, we're gonna be just fine.
I mean, we have a brutal schedule, man. We have to play also we play the Giants this week.
Yeah, we play the Giants, and
And then
then
we have the Ravens.
Then we play the Ravens, and we play the Jaguars.
And then
Which
we
that's
play-
not that tough,
And then we
but
play the Lions.
and the Lions, man, what they scored 52 fucking points last week.
Yeah, man. So we have a tough schedule. It's
So Wilson threw for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. So we got him. We got Malik Neighbors coming in,
I mean,
or
I'm
we're
not
going
Neighbors,
But
and
Neighbors
Wandale
roll-
Robinson.
But the Dallas
They're going
Cowboys,
to be.
the Dallas Cowboys defense is trash. That's
No,
why
that's
he
true.
threw
That's
his
true.
ass
We'll
off.
see. We'll see.
It was trash.
Well, what Russell Wilson's good at doing is he's heaving the ball. This is something that Patrick needs to do a little bit more often, where he throws the ball with enough arch, right, to where the players could run up under and make a play one-on-one.
Okay, okay, good point. But I think this is kind of with our title is Mahomes Alone.
Tyquan Thornton.
Do we have playmakers to do that?
I don't know. Tyquan Thornton was wide the fuck open, and there was our playmaker that game on that play. He would have been a playmaker, right? And
Mahomes, definitely
Mahomes, that's the one that he blew. He
missed that
fucking
throw.
wide, dude. That was a gift.
So Mahomes is a little off, right? Okay. So and Tyquan Thornton, he wasn't the surprise that we were. I mean, so we were expecting that. I was actually hoping for that. I knew that dude had something special about him. I would rather see him, a lot more of him than any other wide receiver that we have right now.
Okay, so name another wide receiver that you'd rather see him. Like who are our wide receivers right now?
Well, no, what's that? As soon as Rashee Rice comes back, and then
Hollywood Brown's holding his own. He only had
Okay.
5 receptions this last game. The game before that, he had 10 receptions for 99 yards.
He was
Right?
the only one.
Okay,
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, but somebody's got to step up, and he stepped up.
I get one Rice and
And Travis Kelce, by the way, is off to a better start than he was by this time last year.
absolutely, but he's had
We're not
two.
done with Kelce.
He's had 2 huge bonehead mistakes.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
costly. Yeah, losing worthy for 3 games, mind you, right on the 3rd play of the first week.
Because he ran the wrong route.
Yep. I
and
mean,
he's-
you got to pay better attention, no matter what. I don't care if people say it couldn't have been avoided. Yes, it could have been avoided.
And so another play that first game that he just like quit running and it would have been a touchdown if he
Right.
just
Another
Yeah.
play.
Yep.
It was the same
play.
Yes. It was just out and in. That's it. It was the same walk-in fucking touchdown, and he dropped another one. By the time he turned around, he wasn't turning around on time. He's not paying attention. He injured Xavier Worthy. Worthy supposed going to come back. Royals is coming back. I haven't seen Royals play in an
No.
official game at all. I'm not really counting on him for anything.
Worthy's-
Marquise Brown, he was thrown to because there was nobody else. Juju Smith, Stuster, which by the way,
Juju did all right. Yeah, okay.
Juju's
We're not expecting him to step up and be a star, right?
Is our announcer, right? This motherfucker said Juju Schuster Smith. He was getting shit wrong. I was like, shut the fuck up.
He probably has some drinks.
That would have been actually better. So, to answer your question, I want to see Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, and Tyquan Thornton. That's who I want to see right there. Those three.
No, I think everyone wants to see Rashee Rice and Worthy on the field.
And
So,
what even?
I wish we could just fast forward to week 7,
but we can't. We can't.
Well,
We have
so
to
right
do
now,
I'll say this. Go ahead.
No,
I was going to say just right now. Okay, fine. Then we'll just go ahead and do. We'll just do Royals, and then we'll do Xavier Worthy. He's not going to be 100%, but I heard that he is raising his arms up and catching high balls. So we'll see how that goes, and then we'll have Tyquan Thornton. I want to see Tyquan Thornton start.
So when you said that we'll see,
He needs more opportunities.
when you just said we'll see Royals, or I was like, oh, I thought you were just like, fuck the Chiefs. Let's talk about the
Yeah,
Kansas
first.
Royals.
Yeah. Jalen Royals.
Scott texted that he goes, "Oh, looks like the Royals are coming, or Royals will be coming back, or something like that." I was like, "What?
Yeah,
Hanging right now,
yeah. But no, so like,
So here's the thing, though. We lost Rashee Rice last year, right? And it's not like Xavier Worthy took off and was balling out right away. By the way, when Rice got hurt, right?
but
He
wasn't
had some
big-
decent games. So who started stepping up once Rice went out? We saw Travis Kelce start to step up a little bit more. He's actually starting this. I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass. I'm not throwing. I'm still keeping some faith in Travis Kelce. I think he'll have a bounce back game this week, right? But he did start playing, stepping up when we needed him last year until he didn't. All right. But I don't feel like we're in that as bad a shape as you might think when we compare to where we were at the same time last year. Of course, we were.
Okay. So Travis Kelce wants to yell at everybody and get everybody's ass, and like, I'm getting tired of this bullshit. You saw it in slow motion. Everybody read his lips. For you to be that leader of the team, one of the leaders of the team, you need to show up yourself.
Oh yeah. You can't say that and then make those mistakes.
The only time he ever owned up to his mistakes was on his own podcast. He didn't want to talk to the media, which was a huge mistake. That's what you're supposed to do, bro. Everybody else did.
Well, hold on. Who wants to talk to the media right after a game where you fucked up?
Did he
No one-
refuse?
No one wants to do that, dude.
Because not everyone always talks about the game.
When the red shirts play softball, when I fuck up, I don't want to talk to you guys after the game. Like
We do, don't we?
we do.
hold on.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
The press conferences after the game doesn't always have all the players come out. They usually select 4 or 5 or 3 or however many players. They come out, talk to the media.
That's why
right?
It's
It's usually, I don't know, but he probably said, fuck that shit. Let whoever else went instead, right?
I'm not going out there. He wanted to talk to him. He always comes out. All of a sudden, he doesn't want to come out.
If I'm Travis, I don't need to talk to the fucking
Patrick
media at
Mahomes-
that point. I'm going to let my teammates talk to them.
Where he fucked up and he owned to it. He fucking made a mistake in the first game. He came out. He always comes out and he said, "Well, he kind of says the same thing all the time. No, we're gonna need to get better. We need to get better." But Andy Reid, of course, he's the head coach. Of course, he has to come out. Patrick Mahomes, he comes out every single time and he admits his faults.
He has to come out.
Travis Kelce was like, "Nope, the ball was fucking there. I fucked up." Patrick Mahomes sat there and said, "Nope, I fucking overthrew it. Once again, I am off." And so they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But let's admit, everybody knows that Travis Kelce dropped the fucking ball. He didn't turn around on time, but he still. I mean, you're that fucking elite athlete where you should have had another walking touchdown.
So he is. I feel physically, he's
Could be more of like a dive-in touchdown.
but he's much better than he was last year. Physical condition, but this is like what 13 years
It's
in.
mental.
Yeah, he's like 13 years in. Why is he still having these dumb mistakes, man? Like,
Well, I mean, so he's
what's wrong with this guy? Is he just not focused?
well,
Is
if
he
he's 35, right? So maybe his reactions, his reactions just may not be as quick. Just maybe a little bit slower.
So
reacting.
hold on. So we have Anissa. I know, wish we had music, but we don't. Anissa's commenting, and she said he did not have time for media because they had to
That's
rush
true.
away for Patrick's birthday party at 15
Which brings me
to
to this. And so here's the thing. Yes, they should go out and enjoy life after the game. However, in a way, right? Okay, I don't want to judge, but I'm judging. I felt like it was a little bit of a bad look for him, Patrick Mahomes, Brittany, and Taylor to be sitting there smiling in a picture after they lost the game the way they lost that game. In my opinion, I don't feel like Travis should have been smiling anywhere that night. That's just how I feel about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree with you, Tony Hannah.
I disagree.
I mean, but no, you do have a life after football. But like when I saw that picture, it hit me in the wrong way too. I was like,
At first.
yeah,
but they already had that plan. I mean, so it's like, are you going to do a double whammy? Like, okay, the game fucking sucked. Now let's not go out and enjoy this thing we've been looking forward to. So I'll give them a pass now. But initially, that was my thought. I'm like, oh, fuck this.
And also to this, like, so we've lost 2 close games, and we are, we're bitching. We're like, oh, we suck, this and that. This is what we get for going to like 7 straight AFC Championship games. Now we're spoiled, right? We're spoiled. Like we can't lose 2 games in a row, especially to start the season. And we will be fine.
That's being spoiled. They fucked up. The first game, it was all on the defense.
Right. No,
they fucked up. The second game was all on the offense.
There are reasons why we lost, but they are 2 close games, and I think we're just being a little bit, ticky tacky. We are.
It's a little critical, but
no, absolutely, we're being critical.
And so, what did they go to the fucking restaurant and enjoy themselves and have a birthday party, whatever? What are they supposed to do? Go home and
I'm fine with it now.
And gloat, whatever.
Initial reaction.
So no, like Casey Waltz, I absolutely agree. But when I first saw that picture, it did hit me in a way like, why is he so happy right now?
I avoided this picture for now. That's all. A week to load it up. Loaded it next week.
When I first saw it, it hit me a little. Okay, yeah.
No,
I mean, it was already sold out. It's not like they needed to draw more people to the restaurant.
My frustration with that whole picture at the restaurant, whatever, is why the fuck are y'all smiling with those fucking prices?
because here's why they're smiling, because they're sold out and they're the ones selling the food at those prices, which means they're making a lot of money right now.
I need a bank loan because actually I did reserve 1587 for the 21st of October.
At what time?
No, I actually put in for between 6 and 8.
No, but is that no? What did you get?
I didn't get anything yet. They're supposed to contact me back.
Because Anissa did get one, but it was like October something. But it was like at 9:30. It was our reservation time.
Yeah, because they asked me between whatever times, and I think I said 6 to 9.
I mean, if you didn't get nothing back, that means you didn't get one, bro. You out.
You didn't win the raffle.
Save money then. Like I said, I'm going to need a bank loan. I thought, okay, it's right after my birthday. I'll treat myself to 1 truffle fry. I mean, do they sell truffle fries, on the singles? And then that ketchup flight, $15 for a bunch of fucking ketchups. So sure. So let me get some truffle fries and then the ketchup flight, and I can try each one. And then there's some.
What do you mean the ketchup flight? I mean, wouldn't the ketchup just come with your food?
No, there's a ketchup flight.
Oh, we get to try.
And it's $15. You know why? Because
the different ketchups or something.
15.
Is that what that is?
Yep, different little ketchups. I don't know how many.
You know what?
Said a ketchup flight.
Just give me the ketchup that comes with it, and I will tell you to hold the ketchup anyway.
So I wouldn't mind to see what kind of ketchups they have. Is there a spicy ketchup? I'm sure there's a regular ketchup, and then is there a hollandaise ketchup or mayonnaise ketchup? I don't fucking know. I don't know, man.
So I'm looking at this, right? And if I was to go there, I would get the 16-ounce boneless ribeye for $165. That would be the one I would want, right?
It's the Wagyu
this
steak.
May not be. Oh, the Wagyu. Oh yeah.
So the 40 ounces.
The Wagyu tomahawk, right?
Yeah,
the 40-ounce
one.
Monster.
Who does that?
You bring the family to eat it, right? And it's $345.
Okay. I mean, divided by, I don't know, us 4. I mean, I guess we could all pitch in.
But this Wagyu tomahawk special steak comes from Snake River Farms Gold out of Melba, Idaho.
I mean, yeah. So that's
Taste of Idaho.
There's a few items that are like high price, but not.
I told him I would get the if I go, I'll get the boneless ribeye. It's $165 more than I want to pay. I'm like, but
I tell you what, some like
I feel like I would want it.
Some entrees that were like 50-ish, $8.
By the way, that's a 16-ounce ribeye. Now, if you want to, they got one that's more affordable. You can get a 6-ounce ribeye
There you go. That sounds
for
like me.
$110 for a
Nope.
for
So,
$110.
I'm gonna get that, and then 2 ounces each for me, Monica, and Diego. That's what we'll do. 2 ounces each.
Just going to the bar, having a couple of drinks, and maybe some apps. And
That's what I thought. Okay, at this fancy ass place, 1587. Do you have a happy hour? Or stupid? If I were to walk in,
You would look stupid.
Your happy hour menu, and then excuse me, sir. No, yeah.
You'd be trespassed.
Yeah, you're right. You probably they call security.
Like Beverly Hills Cop, I'd be thrown out the window.
Yeah.
Start drinking out the window.
Well, the drinks are like $20 each too. Like,
Well, with that
per
one
drink.
concoction.
I don't think you're getting cheaper.
Okay, so here's the thing. So once you go, Joe, it sounds like Walt's is still waiting on his invitation. You have to tell us how it is.
Yeah, we know.
Go live on
You got to do pictures. Well, yeah, you'll take pictures, load it up on.
We're
you
not
know.
going to usually cancel the reservation because it's just 9:30. It's like 9:30 on a Thursday.
It's not a great time, actually.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna go back again.
But I'm with Joe on this. Like, if I'm thinking right, if you're gonna go and spend that kind of money, you're gonna want to go when you generally want to go have.
I mean, let's wait a few months. I mean, it'll like
Let
like,
the
yeah,
excitement
for a
die
Groupon.
down. Maybe yeah.
I'm looking for a
They can
Groupon.
see the Groupon comes out,
Yep.
or maybe they'll lower the price after the initial excitement dies down.
prices are not going down.
Or when Joey sells those gold seed booklets, whatever.
Oh, the fundraiser.
You know, I was
Yeah,
thinking,
I'm gonna give an entree.
you know what I was thinking? I was just like, man, wait a minute. That's like that steak for $345 is coming from Wagyu. I didn't know that Trump put tariffs on fucking Idaho, dude. Like, how else would a steak cost that much
From Idaho.
from
No,
Idaho? Yeah.
skyrocketed.
Yeah.
I thought
Steve
Wagyu
is nuts.
I thought Wagyu was from Japan.
That's what I thought. I thought Wagyu was a Japanese meat.
According to the
So they have
Yes.
Wagyu beef in Idaho.
from
No.
Idaho.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Dang, there you go.
Yeah.
Learn something
Guess-
every day.
I don't have to go to Japan anymore. I don't know, but
Yeah.
okay. So
So we talked about the receiving.
so
We got to talk about the
That's-
running game.
defense. Okay, wait. First, the defense played a lot. They looked
I think so.
really
Oh,
good.
yeah. It contained.
They held Barkley. They held their offense. The tush push is bullshit. I don't want to fucking even debate too much about it.
It's an
but
abomination.
The tush push is a fucking terrible play. You know what? At first I was like, it shouldn't be banned. You know, but just because nobody else could. You know, just because you're good at a play doesn't mean.
Okay, so
you have to kick it
why-
out. But this is why.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is why. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is why it's so good. This is why it works.
No. I want to ask you a question. Why all of a sudden are you angry at it? Because they were lined up off sides.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not only because they're lined up
Yeah.
off sides, but it's like seeing this shit.
They're
in the-
lined up off sides and they go off sides
Yeah.
before they even the fucking
Well,
start.
I mean, it's early in the season. I don't mind seeing it in the playoffs as much. Okay, you're in the playoffs, fine, but you're doing it in the early season games.
So
They do it all the time.
Bullshit.
those two things you said has nothing to do with the play. It has to do with the officiating.
Right.
Right.
The
So
the
if it's
officials
a
cannot
fit-
see it.
if it's a
They can't.
how could you not see a false start
It's pretty
because-
obvious.
or that they're lined up off sides? You should be like right down the fucking line. You can see if
It's the same as any other football play.
right.
But listen, so
They're
those-
lined up.
If you're
If they're lined up
around.
off sides, you can you should
yes.
play.
Speaking as
Right.
professionals, right? That's football season. That's enough to say we're veterans.
From the high school federation from Kansas says we're professionals.
That's right.
So there you go.
So the referees are on the sideline. They cannot be on the field. So they're so far away. And the other referees that are on the field, they're like not in position to see down that scrimmage line, right? So
No,
what
No, they
see-
need to be good enough to see that shit.
I do not agree with that. Like no, they're looking right down the line. Okay, they're further away, but they're looking right down the line. They should be able to see if they're
That's what they're
lined up.
trained to
they
do.
are so
Hey.
far away.
They saw that fucking what's his name was lined up off sides. Fucking the wide receiver. Who's our dumbass wide receiver? Like,
KT.
yes, they could see that. They saw he was
You know
lined up
what?
off sides.
You know why? Because he's right by the referee. That's why.
You should be able to see that.
No,
You would
there's no excuse. You can't make an excuse for him, is what we're getting at.
Okay.
But you're trying to make an excuse.
what they're doing is, as soon as they know they're going to do the tush push, they go right up to the line. You know how they do a little stupid scramble, and then as soon as they set, they go. So the referee,
It's a little. It is a little tougher for them. Waltz is getting interrupted. Sorry about that, buddy.
So, but also that they can have like replay assist, right? Is that a thing?
That's when they need to actually implement a new rule to say, you know what,
Replay
from
assist?
here on out, we're going to do the overhead play assist, and we'll let you know if it was legit tush push or not. That's when they need.
I liked what Bill Cowher said about it. He said that it's bad for the game and it's a scrum. He said it's not a football play. He said it is a scrum. It's a play that they used to do in rugby. This is true.
Yeah.
It's a play they used to do in rugby that they eliminated from rugby. Why did they take it out of rugby? Because it led to injuries. It was not a safe play. The reason that it passed, right? They needed 2 or 3 more votes to get rid of the tush push, right? The reason it didn't pass is because the NFL didn't have enough information out there to say that it is a dangerous play. But you got enough doctors and physicians saying that the way these players are coming in, being pushed into each other, this is actually a very bad play for them. We just don't have enough evidence to see the repercussions of it just yet.
As many times I've seen that tush push, I have never seen an injury. Jason Kelsey actually gave a great speech to all the owners on why you should not ban the tush push, and it is one of the safest plays ever. Thanks to Jason Kelsey, that's why it was passed to keep it in the game.
That's funny because he's a center, and I've heard Tim Grunhart be on 810 talking about he didn't care either way. But he's like, I don't think it's the safest play. Like
no, it is not, dude.
No, this is literally it's not. But
it's like a.
I mean,
it's like a grinder.
I mean, football is not safe anyway, but like that's I mean, I'm not gonna say you ban it or this, I don't want to say like, oh,
no, just officiate it. Yeah, just you know what? We shouldn't punish them for them being able to do such a play that they're good at. Everybody else has tried it and they sucked at it. What's the name? Allen.
Josh Allen,
the Buffalo Bills.
Here's what you got to remember. It's a entertainment league. At the end of the day, it's about entertainment. And so if more and more teams start to do that, I'm telling you, there will start to be a little bit of backlash. There already is, by the way, if you're paying attention. There is backlash for it right now.
Of course.
And so other teams are now there was like 3 or 4 teams that were doing it this past week, by the way.
Well, because I don't think no one can do it like Philadelphia.
No, they can't. They can't. And some of them, and so that was some of the defense for it, because some of these other teams were getting stopped that are trying it. So they're like, well, look, it's not a cheat code because other teams aren't being able to do it. So I'll give them that. But I just think it's an ugly play, and I hate seeing it happen against the Chiefs.
Bitched about it to the referees on the sideline. He bitched about it
about the false start.
Yeah, the false start, and they were
the false start and being lined up offsides.
Right.
Those are 2 things you can't
miss.
You
guys have to fucking see it. And they're like, well, you see it. Well, try your best to fucking see it. But if you see the overhead,
what do you mean you can't see it, dude?
Cameras. I'm talking about the sideline. Once again, the referees on the sidelines.
If the sideline guys said they can't see it, then they should not be on. They should be working that game.
Agreed.
I mean,
do you realize how fast they go to the line and then they punch and go?
Okay, so you have to come set for a second, or then that's a false start. So if they're coming up that fast and are doing it so fast, they're not coming set.
Right.
Then that's another flag.
Maybe Joe could back this up.
Right.
Back me up on this. It is much easier to catch an offsides on that play than to catch a random hold play.
Absolutely.
It is so much easier to catch that than it is to catch a random hold play, which they catch all the fucking time. Right. They should definitely be catching that.
So all these years they've been doing this, why haven't they called it then? If your guys are claiming they should have been called in a long time ago,
like they haven't been doing it all these years.
No, that's
tush push.
The tush push is not that old.
I mean, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, which is and they don't see it every single week is the point. So it's not a play that the refs
literally every game practically if they're at
the same
30,
crew
32,
so hold on, the same crew follows the Eagles and refs all of their games. My point is most games that they officiate, right, they're not seeing the tush push is my point. So it's not a play they see a ton of.
So you do the tush push literally every single game, every single quarter.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
What I'm saying, if your argument is that the tush push is they're offsides and they're lining up offsides, and they are false starting. Those are two things that the officials absolutely should
Right.
hit.
So why
every
aren't they
time.
calling it?
If you're watching, we want to know what you think about the tush push. We see there's three
I
of
don't-
you, so
I don't know.
feel free to chime in.
But I don't know why they're not. But
Okay,
they
what-
should
I
be.
don't know.
They
Then
should be.
Ti, why aren't they calling it? All this time, tush push every game, every quarter.
So was it just our game that they got one specific play? Like, oh look, they're lined
I
up
mean, because
outside?
they're honestly blowing it. That's what it is. But you know who's not going to have it blown against them is the LA Rams, because Sean McVay actually complained to the league about it ahead of this game, because he says this is not going to happen to us. By the way.
Is that what he said?
Oh yeah. They sent in several. That's smart, right? They,
Oh yeah.
They sent
I
in.
saw
He
it,
said
yeah.
we sent in several videos and several angles of them jumping off sides on that play. He's like, we will not allow it to happen against us. So we'll see how that.
So okay, so Anissa,
Because they do that rolling start.
Anissa also did just say that the
Yeah.
NFL has
Yep,
said
they did.
that it should have been flagged. It was wrong.
Yep, that
and
roll.
going-
It's the rolling
Hey,
start.
That's what everybody wants to say. Oh, going forward. Well, going forward, it just screwed us.
Where
this
were
last
you
game.
at the
Yeah.
5 years?
Going forward.
Where were you at the Super Bowl?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, now it's in the limelight. Why? Why weren't you guys calling it way before? Oh, we didn't see it. Okay, so the running game, huh? What do you guys think?
So
Yeah.
Oh, so I think we all knew that entering into the season, right? That we had a beat up Isaiah Pacheco, which he's not as beat up as I thought he was going to come into the season. We got the aging Kareem Hunt, probably not the best approach to have a legit running game, right? But that's what Brett Veach and the Chiefs opted to do, and so we're now entering week 3. Kansas City actually has a total of 9 runs of 10+ yards, by the way.
Have you seen the
But-
play that is Isaiah?
Let T finish.
Hold on.
Oh,
on
my
the,
bad.
yeah. I was in the middle of this thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, listen. So entering
just did
week
it.
3,
Yeah,
Kansas City has a total of 9 runs of 10+ yards, right? On the surface, it sounds good because it places them third
they're all Patrick Mahomes.
or for second in the NFL. Exactly. 7 of those runs have been courtesy of Mahomes.
Yeah.
So,
I think one Isaiah Pacheco, and then another one. I think probably Kareem Hunt.
But did you see the video of Pacheco when it was like he was running up the line?
he's-
Left was wide open, right was wide open,
And
he
he
ran
ran into his
right
offensive
into his all. Like, what?
I saw that. Yep, he has no vision. He wants to run hard and run, mean and shit. But he has no swift legs. He doesn't go left and right. And then Kareem Hunt, he's a bruiser, but he's old. We have no running game. I have
they
no
don't-
confidence.
yeah.
Let me ask you something. So if we're at 3rd and 2, and then we're gonna run the ball. Everybody knows we're gonna run the ball. Who would you put back there to run the ball?
No, at 3rd and 2. Now our short yardage game is such trash.
Yeah.
Let's throw it.
man.
Let's roll
Yes.
Mahomes out,
Yeah.
and maybe he
Remember, they
Put
came out with
Rashard Smith in there.
in the game. It doesn't matter what we do. We won't quarterback sneak it. We're not going to do that. The rest of our short yardages,
So-
this is trash. It's so trash.
that one play. It was 4th and 1, and we decided to go for it. I'm like, great, yeah, we do that. We kind of kills. But when I saw the package, the fucking this big guy, fucking 4 tight ends and 2 running backs, and this. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna fucking run it. No, put it in the hands of Patrick Mahomes. Let him roll for that 1 yard or the 2 yards or whatever they were fucking going.
I will
for.
say at this
What
point,
happened?
yes.
Yeah.
At this-
Fucking
No,
stop.
that one play at 4th and
No.
1 was not. It was not Kareem's fault. It was whoever played that or whoever called that fucking play, dude.
It was
Like,
a terrible play.
It was a
Like,
terrible
There's
play
no
for
confidence
4th
in
and
our
1,
running game.
dude.
At this point, put
You run the ball straight downhill.
I'm gonna at this point put the ball in Mahomes' hands every single time.
You know what I'd like to see?
Let him
Yeah.
get what he does.
Yep. You know how I like to say, as far as running game, if it don't abandon the running game, but let's have
That's the problem.
Rashard Smith.
We ran the ball like 9 or 10 times that
Yeah.
game.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and by the way, Checo did have 25 yards. He only rushed 5 times, so he did average at least 5. So he wasn't doing bad. He didn't get the opportunities.
It's like almost like we still abandoned it though. So it's like in the first, first down, we run it for 2 or 3 yards and then abandon and then give it to Patrick Mahomes. So fine, whatever, but don't abandon the run. I'd rather see Rashard Smith Let's let him start. Let's just stay out there for the entire three plays. Go ahead.
So, side note, I text Scott Scoot. Hey man, ask a question. He's like, he's out to dinner. He is too busy eating dinner to be able to ask us a question.
One time he was at a recital, and another time we were on, he was at work. Another time we were on, he was at a baseball game.
He's so busy.
Yeah,
He's a
Just
busy guy. Dude.
Scott
Scott Scoot is a busy individual.
I'll say this: the reason I'd like to see Brashard Smith out there, right? Yeah. You're awesome, dude. I hope you enjoy your dinner. But the reason I want to see him out there because he's the fastest running back we have, right? And
He's something different, right? Let's see something different.
And he converted from a wide receiver his senior year to running back, right? And obviously, if he still got drafted, he's shown that he's a physical specimen. We know he has decent hands. We're not getting that from Pacheco or Kareem Hunt. Why not try him right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So with that actually game that was the most viewed of a September or October game ever in history at 33.8 million viewers.
The Philadelphia game?
Yeah, our game against Philadelphia.
So I'll tell you this, man. I sat next to a Philadelphia fan who is a pretty good guy. He was being nice.
Brotherly
But he
love.
smelled like shit.
But the Eagles fans were pissing me off.
Oh, because they were they were celebrating their
I
win.
hate that fucking chant. Hate that fucking chant.
Their chant going.
What is it they can't spell right? Even their mayor couldn't spell it right. She said E-A-G.
I don't know, but that's
E. Yeah, their own mayor couldn't fucking spell it.
But it was
Eagles.
it was tough.
Yeah,
There
they're
was a few situations. So a couple, not all of them, but a couple. There was a couple aggressive.
What's fucked up is that we had that game. We had that game. The defense was playing great. Our offense, I don't know, man. What do you think? Okay, for me, every time the offense goes out there now, it's almost like I feel like it's not like it used to be like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Now I feel like what's going to happen now? Now
Right.
that's what I
So-
feel now.
How do you feel about this? Like, if we took all of Mahomes scrambles, his good scrambles away from this season, where would we be offensively?
Where we're
We'd
at now.
still be 0-2.
We'd be on two, but our offense would be even worse, right? Like,
It wouldn't even be a
I
close game.
mean,
It wouldn't be a
we
close
wouldn't
game.
have been in any of the games, right?
mean, like,
We would have lost by double digits in both games. Like
the scrambles have been like the best part of
Hey.
the offense.
this, at least week 1, where would we be if we didn't have Jawan Taylor out on the fucking field, fucking things up on the line?
Well,
There's that.
Okay, so
There's
he
a
had
lot of
one
what ifs.
penalty ever since he got headbutted and yelled at by Travis
Yeah.
Kelce. That first game, no more penalties after that. This
That's why I
second
didn't
game,
mention it.
he had one penalty.
That's why I didn't mention week 2. I'll take one penalty. Isn't that bad? Like if it's one a week from him, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like I'll take it. It's only one a week. We'll take it.
Yeah, yeah. So, Andy Reid, do we blame the whole coaching and offensive decisions on Andy Reid, or is it on Nagy?
At the end of the day, I think you got to blame it on Andy because everyone still says
Yeah,
it's his offense, and I don't hear
Right.
him come out and put down his foot to say this is not my offense. He lets it be said that it's his offense. He doesn't go out and debunk it with his words, so I put it on Andy.
I feel the main thing wrong with this offense is the players. We don't have playmakers.
For the personnel, for the plays they're trying to run,
We do
maybe.
not- we
Yeah.
do not have the personnel.
Thank you for that transition, Joe, because now I want to put the question out there is I want Tyreek Hill back. I said this last year. I want Tyreek Hill back. I need Tyreek Hill back. I don't care. He could be on his last leg. He's still faster and he's a playmaker than most of the receivers out there.
I mean,
The speed that he has, I'm not talking about Xavier Worthy speed. I'm talking about the speed where if Patrick Mahomes sees him one-on-one out there and he's covered perfectly, Patrick Mahomes could throw it over there.
He's
and
good at going
Travis-
up and getting the ball.
Tyreek Hill can look and like, oh, one-on-one, I'm sure he can beat anybody to run all the way over there to catch the fucking ball. That's what we need. Or Tyreek Hill can catch a 2-yarder and make that into a fucking touchdown. Our receivers that we have right now do not have that speed.
I will say this: like Patrick Mahomes even said this in a recent interview that Tyreek Hill can track the ball better than anybody. He's like,
Yes.
I can just throw the ball, and he's like, he knew that
Yes.
Tyreek would go. He could track it. He can wherever it goes, he's tracking it. He's going to high point it. He's going to make the play. And
I was gonna say,
I don't think he doesn't have that confidence in any of his receivers right now.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna say, I don't think the squeeze is gonna be worth the juice, but I don't know. Joe might have just kind of started changing my mind with that Patrick Mahomes comment.
No,
I mean, like,
It sounds nice. It
mean,
sounds
we-
nice for him to come back.
we need him back. He's the playmaker.
Well,
What's it
He's the
gonna cost
playmaker.
us?
what would he cut? Not much.
No.
It couldn't be much.
No, he wants to fucking
If
lead
it's
that
not
team.
much, let's do it.
Fortunately, this past game, he had a big game and they won, right? The Miami Dolphins.
No,
They
lost.
lost again, and he was
He had 2
frustrated
touchdowns and he had a pretty
He
good
had one
game.
touchdown.
But he had 2 touchdowns.
I don't know.
Him and Waddle had a touchdown each, unless he had a rushing touchdown.
Okay. All right. I might be wrong, but I just want him to be frustrated. I want him to be upset with the Miami Dolphins. They have no
Hey.
respect for their head
They,
coach.
by the way, should have beat the Bills. They had that game.
Well, they should not have, because the Bills were my survivor team.
Well, for that reason. But you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah.
The Bills number until Tua came down and threw that interception. But we can get into that.
What would it take to get Tyreek Hill here? I mean, I feel like a second round draft pick is too much, but I would give a second round draft pick to get him.
You don't think
I think it's a no doubter.
a Tyreek
One-
Hill? You don't think you don't think right now the way he is, if he was in the draft, that he's not a second rounder?
Right.
So Tyreek didn't have as big as a game as we thought he might have had. He only had 5 catches for 49 yards and 1 touchdown.
I said one touchdown.
Okay, I thought it was.
I
2
know, but
touchdowns.
it's not like he
I
came
knew-
out and had a big
I knew
game.
his yardage wasn't huge, but I thought he had 2 touchdowns. Okay, all right.
But I do think he could come back here and make a difference. And
Yeah, I can see that.
I think him and Mahomes just have a connection. I think they have a connection.
They're gonna fire your coach anyways, bro. You don't like him. You guys don't talk.
Did he not get fired today? I saw something on Facebook, but it's always like, so you have to investigate anything you see on Facebook these
You know what?
days.
It would be a good business move for the NFL as a whole if Tyreek did come back to Kansas City.
Story for sure.
It's definitely a story.
It'd be a story.
Yeah, he keeps on getting in trouble down there. Over here, he got in trouble one time, but it came out to be
Well,
false
Man,
accusations.
to Miami,
anyways.
like 10 more kids.
Yeah, and then he slapped that skipper, on his nose and shit, and slapping him in the side of his head.
Kansas, you're getting in too much
So-
trouble down there, buddy.
He lost.
We don't have
this time.
skippers- we don't have skippers that are asking for it, right? I mean, it wasn't Tyreek's fault. Gotta get him out of Florida before Florida ruins him.
For sure, dude.
I mean,
He already lost on his divorce. Dude. He took a financial hit on that.
I don't think
divorce.
your woman would have did that to you in Kansas, by the way, Tyreek. Just saying.
He got down to Florida and started acting a fool, right, dude? Even a bigger fool than he was here in Kansas or Missouri.
That's true. And I thought he had gotten all his knucklehead ways out of his system, but no, he did not.
Down there can control him. Over here, Andy Reid can control him. Travis Kelce can control him.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes can control him. He has stability.
There was
here.
alphas that could control him. Yep.
Yeah, down there, he has nobody. He is the alpha.
So here's the thing. He could get away with bitching out Tua, right? But you can't get away with bitching out Patrick. So hey, you gotta respect. He had to respect his quarterback, right? He had to respect them other veterans in the locker room. He goes to the Dolphins, and he's the big dog on campus, right? And I don't know that he handles that as well as
Right.
being in a room where he don't have to be the big dog. So
All right, okay, all right. Let's get pretty close to wrapping up the whole Chiefs.
Yeah.
well,
That's a lot to talk about, but I think we might have covered.
yeah, we do have we do got to pay some bills here real quick. So
Let's do it.
are you tired of relying on Chat GPT only to realize
we
that
are.
it's just giving you the same answer that it gave Chad in Wisconsin? Thought so. That's why the Ad Astra boys are proud to present Ad Astra Superbrain AI, trained on real Kansas data, not just that Silicon Valley nonsense. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what our users are saying. Risky Ray says that
Risky Ray.
if I should bet the over and it just said, Ray, put the phone down, honestly, saved him $500. Scott Stoop from Texas says, I asked it who the greatest quarterback of all time is, and it said Mahomes, and it's not even close. Finally, an AI that gets it. At Astra, or at Astra Superbrain AI, smarter than ChatGPT, funnier than your group chat, and available exclusively on the dark web. Back to you, Waltz.
I'll say, Tia, that was a great live read. You had one little moment, but besides that, a great live read. And the Risky Ray, man, he should always put his phone down.
What's the phone?
He said back to you, Waltz, not you, Joe.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I was
right.
going to say, buddy.
Who's that guy from Wisconsin?
Chad.
Who the fuck is Chad from?
Just a random, just random. Nothing to investigate.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So- So we do need to talk about the upcoming game, right?
Right.
yes.
So there's our lead in. So we got the Giants Sunday night.
Oh,
What are your thoughts?
Okay, so we got that kid, neighbors, the wide receiver. That's a big fucking dude. You think
Yeah, there-
McDuffie can beat?
I say Neighbors has a big game.
I'm worried about
Because
neighbors.
it's in my
I am not
fantasy
gonna
team.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna definitely need our
Joe,
defense.
stop doing that.
Stop doing
Here's
what?
the thing.
Your fantasy team, man.
We're gonna need the defense to stop up because our offense is not going to keep up with their offense. I mean, our receivers aren't going to be able to keep up with their receivers, right? So our defense is going to have to make some plays. Who is it? Hicks. He hasn't had some bad games, but he's been beat a few times. So I'd like to see him tighten it up.
Are we going to New York?
Yes.
Yep. And they're my week 3 pick 'em, and because Worthy's not playing, I might switch it, but I have the Chiefs to beat the Giants in week 3.
Well, yeah, man, because we don't go 0-3.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's very, very rare we went 0-2, but 0-3, come on, yeah, that's an easy bet, Joe.
I would say, yeah, this is a lock 'em.
All right, I think we're going to see the Russell Wilson we've seen as a disappointment on Russell Wilson. I think we're going to get in his head. We're going to get in his ass.
Maybe just stick. We should just alone. Alone. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's going to poop.
Yeah.
He's going to poop all over himself.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, the defense is going to do the defensive thing. So, what are we looking for as far as the offense goes? What improvement are you going to expect out of the wide receivers, out of the running back? I mean, what are you expecting?
I would expect, or want a better running game. We have to get the running game going at least a little bit, right?
So you think that's going to improve against the Giants?
I mean, I haven't looked at the stats about do the Giants have a good run defense?
No.
Then we better. If their run defense is bad, then we better get our running game.
Yeah, it'd be a great game if that's the case, right? To start getting that run game established, get you guys some reps, start getting their confidence built up. Because let's face it, they don't really have a whole lot to be confident about in the backfield right now. They haven't, you know what I mean? I can't see where Kareem's like, hey, I'm going to get the ball and rip one, or Isaiah,
Their offense was good. That's what won the game against the Dallas Cowboys. It was the defense.
They didn't beat the Dallas
Cowboys lost, but it was a heartbreaker. No,
but it was a high scoring game, right?
It was a very high scoring game. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Neighbors kind of stole the show, but the Giants lost.
Oh yeah, that boy looked good. But yeah, so they struggled against the
They couldn't
Cowboys
get
defense
they
was
couldn't get
trash.
they couldn't get the Cowboys off the field, and the Cowboys couldn't get them off the field. Is what happened basically in that
the
game.
defense was trash. So that means Russell Wilson he was throwing his ass off. So I mean, yeah, our defense is better than the Dallas Cowboys defense. So
I think our defense is pretty fucking solid. Like, we've played 2 pretty good teams, and we didn't give up a lot of points. I mean, we didn't.
No.
Maybe our pass rush ain't the best.
we
right
gave up
now.
enough to win. We gave up enough points to win, but our offense was terrible.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
finally this third game. So first game, defense was at fault. Second game, offense was at fault. Third game, they're both going to come together, or they're both going to be at fault, but they're both going to come together against not a very good coach team, but they got really good players. So there's still a possibility, but I still see the Chiefs coming
Do you
out.
think the Giants have a lot of good players, or just one good player? Neighbors is like their team, right?
Yeah, so it's
You
Wandell Robinson for real. It's his second year, right? It's his second year,
Neighbors, second year, yeah.
and Wandell Robinson as well.
He's okay. He's
He had a big game last week, so I don't want to give him too much credit yet, but he had some fucking nice plays. 2 weeks in a row, he's been solid, actually, by the way.
I want to hear a lot of boo.
Scatterbo.
Is it got a bow or it's got a boo?
Is it 2 O's at the end or 1 O?
It's got a boo because now the fans yell out boo when he runs. And
Man, how
shit
many
out.
times he run? Like 2, 3?
And
Ran like 11 or 7.
Did he?
Yeah, he had
11
like 11 carries. Yeah, or I was gonna say 7.
7.
Well, I was gonna say or 17. 11 or 17.
no,
I don't
he
know.
did
I don't
not.
know. Let's see.
I have him on a fantasy league, and
Oh,
he's
you
on my
should know.
bench for a reason. And he did not run 17 times. So it's still going to be a difficult game. We're going to be in their hometown, and because we've been struggling, but we're going to end up pulling it off. I want to see the connection between Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce come back. That is what we're missing. If we get that going, everybody else is going to see it, and everybody else is going to join in. So yeah, that is my prediction. I think Travis Kelce is going to be like, all right, fuck it, guys. You know what? Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, after we talk about the Chiefs and everything else, we're done. I want to talk about the engagement.
You do?
You fucking want to talk about the engagement? Okay, well,
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and get that out of your system real quick?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Lisa, if you're paying attention, so the engagement. So where would the venue be? Is it going to be a church? What church? Where's it going to be at? Who do you guys think the best man's going to be? Is it going to be his brother?
It was Justin Kelsey.
Yeah, I think he already said it
Yeah.
was going to be his brother. So if there's a registry, okay, so she's a billionaire, right? And then he's a millionaire, and there's a registry. What gift would you guys buy them?
I'm getting them shit. Ain't nothing I could buy that they want, and obviously they're not going to have a registry open.
You think they register at Target?
Rich people don't do registries.
Maybe Target.
I agree with Ti. That no, they don't know.
So I would look at the cheapest thing, which probably maybe $2,000-$3,000, and I'll get them that as long as I'm invited. What kind of entertainment you think they're gonna have? A mariachi?
There definitely will not be.
Probably going to have
What
Post
number?
Malone.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Post Malone, I could see being there.
Post Malone.
And they're friends with Post Malone, by the way,
Swift is
in business with them.
is in the industry, so she'll or whatever friends, they come do this.
Like who?
Yeah,
Who's gonna perform?
I don't know.
John? Yeah. But do you dance to Elton John music?
No.
No, but I'm sure she's gonna have a rapper or somebody,
Where's this going, Waltz?
I'm talking
Okay.
wedding.
Okay.
I'm just curious on what the wedding's gonna look like. Or you think it's just be
You're
gonna
the
be
only
simple?
one on
You
this
think you're
part.
gonna fucking get an island somewhere and rent it out and have everybody fly in or something?
Ooh, and I think that
I
might
could
be
see
good.
that.
I
That's
can
the
see
way
that
to
one.
do it. Like a little private, rent out a little private island and like shoot any intruders that try to come on.
We're gonna do what we did and get the National Guard armory off the 8th Street.
That was out of line with the shooting. The
Yeah,
intruders.
probably. Yeah, probably shouldn't bring that up. So yeah, so 1 and 2 after right, 1 and 2. We're gonna be
See, I was like, get away from this engagement shit.
yeah.
What is the percentage again for 0-2 teams to go to the Super Bowl? What is it? 18%? 12%?
It's not very good.
I
but
think it's
know,
12%.
I do know that the Dallas Cowboys did it way back in the day.
I know that the Giants did it at 0-4.
They did it 0-4.
0-4. Yeah, for
The
some reason.
Giants?
Yeah, for some reason, I think the percentage is higher when you're at 0-4. But 0-2, it's weird. But 0-2 is like 12%. All right, look it up.
You know, I'm no. I feel like even though we're 0-2, we're still.
Leave it up to the Chiefs to make the Super Bowl after 0-2.
But okay, that's one thing they haven't done, right? That's but also look who's in our division. So the Chargers look like they're great right now, right?
Chargers.
Look,
But-
they look pretty good.
But the Chargers, what do they do? They always charge, right? They charge.
No, it's the Las Vegas football team that always Raider it.
They Raider it, but
That's
the
the only time I'm
Chargers,
going to say it. You know why? Because
they always Raider it, but the Chargers always
It's a verb.
charge.
Yeah.
The Chargers always charge. They will fuck it up sooner or later, right? They're not gonna go. They're not gonna like.
the Chargers are going to Raider it up.
Yeah.
That's what
So
they're gonna
since 1990, only 35 out of 288 0-2 clubs, right, made the postseason, which is the
12%.
12%. So you was there, 12.2%.
The numbers are all in my head, my friend.
Valdo.
That's why I got a master's degree. Master's degrees. Degrees. Mhm. 4.0. Mhm.
Not
Mhm.
sure if that's the reason.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Okay, no other
Okay,
states here.
so yeah, I think we all predicted that we're going to pull it out and pull it out. And
That's not what we do around here, buddy.
and we're going to just win all over her.
yeah.
Mm.
That's a nice
Yeah.
little sweet transition there.
We're
Waltz.
gonna-
Good job.
We're
Good
gonna
job.
make that giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What other puns can we come up with? Where's Ken at? We need Ken right now for those puns.
We need Ken for the dad jokes.
Yeah.
For the dad puns.
Which, by the way, I saw King Size Keaton game earlier today, and yeah, Mr. 71 on the Morningside football team from Iowa, and they actually kicked that ass.
Oh, nice job, Keaton. Great job.
He looked pretty good. Mr. 71 was holding his own right tackle. Looked good.
So we like pretty much talked all Chiefs all show. or
Most of the
just,
show. Should we could talk about the Royals in a second, but
next
what about
week,
Canelo?
Next week,
Should we talk a little bit about the Canelo Crawford fight? Did you guys watch?
I watched it.
I heard that fucking Canelo got his ass whooped.
He was
I
a
wouldn't say
warrior.
he got his ass whooped, but he just lost around, except for maybe a couple.
Yeah. So no, he lost. But I think the bigger story, right, is actually about what this means for boxing going forward, right?
Okay.
Because this was this was launched by Zuffa, right? So Zuffa Boxing is coming in. They're taking boxing over, which is pretty much Saudi money, right? It's Saudi money.
Okay.
It's Dana White
Okay.
and his parent company TKO, right? And so they're trying to reshape the sport right now. So we're actually going to start to see what the idea is the best will start to fight the best, right? There's not going to be your 10 different promoters. There's not going to be several belts getting in the way. The flip side could be is what are the payers going to get paid?
Right.
That's the flip side, right?
If I was a boxer, like UFC, they dick their fighters over, dude.
So Max Kellerman, right? I don't know if you guys seen this. So Max Kellerman, he was before they were doing the press conference before the fight, right?
Mhm.
And he was just sitting there. He was glazing Dana, right? Just glazing him. And by that I mean he was just talking about how great Dana was for the UFC. Dana's going to come in and he's going to change the sport of boxing. And it was going on for like 2 to 3 minutes, and Canelo punks him. He's like, Max, he's like, calm down. He's like, boxing is great already. And he just was going like, but he was letting them know. And then Crawford's like, you ain't going
during the accent.
I'm still working on my Canelo accent. But no, I thought that was good. I like that. But that's what was happening, right? And Canelo kind of stopped him in his tracks. But with that being said, I think the sport of boxing, the huge paydays, that's going to be a thing of the past unless you're those 3 or 4 big name guys. Everyone's about to get bucked in boxing.
But also, like, so with this Canelo loss, who's the big name now? Because like Crawford's name doesn't pop.
Are we going to talk
That's
about the
the
fight, or
problem.
are we done with the fight?
We can talk about the fight a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you got some feedback on it. What was your thoughts with the fight overall?
You know what? I was sitting there and my eyes started getting a little heavy. It's a little boring. I thought Canelo was like, yeah, he got outboxed. I think it was, for me, it was a little boring, and I think he lost every single round. I think they gave him 2 rounds just because. And but at the end, I mean, he was humble and he was like, "No, man, he beat me, and then that was it. What are you gonna do?" I don't think he's already washed, but that was
Well, as far as fighting the best right now, those days we have to admit they actually might be behind him, right?
Canelo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Him fighting the best and expecting to come out victorious.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been at it for so long.
Right.
What's his record again?
I'm not
It's
exactly
like just
sure.
feeling-
Maybe Joe could look it up, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's been a fun.
Did you watch the Netflix thing about the fight?
I missed it. No, I didn't watch it.
They were saying like when Canelo was like, 13 years old, no one would fight him because he was so good.
Hmm.
I
could probably see that.
at 15, he went pro at 15 because no one
Yeah.
would fight him, and I mean, he made a great career. He's done it all, man. So
I think it'd be a great time for him to just like lay back. Like he's gonna still remain in the sport of boxing, right? He could be a
Yeah.
commentator.
No,
He
yeah,
could probably
trainer,
more or
yeah.
something like
I
that.
think
Maybe,
that-
maybe even a promoter.
I'd rather be like in someone's corner.
I can see him being a promoter. He ain't being
it's like
he could be a
his
promoter.
punches that were connected. They were good punches, but they weren't the power that he used to have. Well, I don't know much about Crawford. I mean, he just looked like he was just.
Well, a
like
lot
a
of people
sponge.
were kind of counting Crawford out because they didn't think he could handle the power because he had to come up 2 weight classes to get this fight, right?
Oh, okay.
But when Crawford got in there, Crawford looked
he looked
big.
good.
He looked just as big as
He was
Canelo.
moving around, and then my mother-in-law was complaining that he was moving around too much. I was like, no, he's not.
He's fighting too much.
Yeah, no, he's actually fighting. He's fighting, and he's boxing. That's what I want.
No,
to
you
see.
didn't
I wanna
tell
see
her it's like
Mayweather shit.
the problem. No, Canelo's not moving. No, Canelo's not moving enough was the problem, right? He stays there where he can get hit a lot. That's the problem with Canelo sometimes, right?
Yeah, he
You don't get out of the way.
No, on Friday.
We got any more on that fight or
No.
So real quick, I'm going to say this. So since we are talking about fighting, if you're anywhere near Independence, Missouri on October 4th, cancel your plans because Jacob Esparza Hoskins is stepping into the ring for a great cause at Cable Dahmer Arena. Once again, his last fight was back in July where he was awarded Performance of the Night. So it should be a good fight. Again, October 4th, it is Fight for the Cure event where he's going to be fighting for Stacey Campbell. So he will be going toe-to-toe with the #1 ranked fighter out of Arkansas. So 2 title belts, 1 night, a stacked card. It won't be just a fight. It's a war with purpose, and it's going to be a great cause. So if you want in, hit up Jake Hoskins on Facebook for tickets. There's probably other ways to get tickets, but that's the way I know how. And yeah, we'll talk about it after the show.
I will say this: like
I think we're going to try to go to the show. We'll go.
He's a lifetime friend of ours. That's his son. And we need to go check him out, man. He's really been, doing good things. And
That's a big fucking
yeah. So do we want to do these real quick?
So would you say October 4th?
October 4th. Fight.
What day is that on?
Fight for the Cure. It's probably most likely a Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday.
I'll be in Puerto Rico.
Well, I think Joe and I will look at getting some tickets. We'll hit up Ken and our other buddies that like to watch fights, and we'll see if we can pack that arena.
Sure. Okay, sounds good. So I know you guys probably can't hear it, but for our sake, we're gonna have to do
the real quick music.
The real quick music.
Music that you can't hear.
Okay. All right. So, all right, buddy. Here we go.
I'll go first. Are you ready? He's had a lot of whiskey. Real quick, congratulations to Marty Marr for winning the Dubs Trade Love Championship today. Sir Marty's on cloud 9. Congratulations, my friend. It's a hell of an accomplishment. Nice job.
Padrino.
Real quick, the comparisons between Jack, how do you say his last name? Caglione?
Jack Caglione.
Yes, and Carter Jensen. They both began the season in AA. They both made the MLB beat. This sounds weird all of a sudden.
It does. Yeah. What happened to our shit? Did you hit a button?
I don't know. They both made their MLB at 22 years old.
We just lost that.
They both had an RBI double down the right field for their first hit, and they both have 2 home runs to get their first home run in one game. 2 home runs.
Yeah. Carter Jensen looked great.
Salvi moves to 8th on catcher's all-time RBIs and 1,000 hits 300 plus home runs, 1,000 hits, RBIs, all-time list of catchers.
Real quick, for those of you that have not been watching the WNBA playoffs, the Indiana Fever upset the Atlanta Dream in the first round of the playoffs. They did. They moved on. They were actually down by 5 points in that game, and they scored the last 7 points to win 87-85 to upset them and move on to the second round, where they're going to be facing the Las Vegas Aces, who are the number 2 seed. So here, I know it's a little bit long, but they're doing this with Kelsey Mitchell, Odyssey Sims, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, and Lexi Hall. And they just might make it to the championship.
Real quick, once Caitlin Clark was out of commission, I didn't. Well,
I'm still watching.
I didn't look at one WNBA game. I feel like most fans did.
I agree. So the NCAA, real quick, the NCAA finally gets rid of the whole spring transfer portal.
So it's going to the one day.
Out of the
Yeah,
year.
one time.
There's no surprises for the coaches and last minute bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think
You can tell a player to fuck off and not worry about it later in the year.
they're trying their best to try to fix some shit. So
Real quick, I think that's the end.
nope.
Yep. Oh,
On Cardi B has
Oh,
yeah. Congratulations, you two.
Hey, no, Offset said, I have 3 kids with her. You only have 1.
Yeah.
So he's upset, not offset.
Let's see. Quick. Yeah, you guys know that Gracie Hunt is dating Derek Green, which is Trent Green's son?
Yes.
Okay.
Trent Green says trying to get on them billions, buddy.
Let's see. Casey Curran in the Marshall playoffs. Casey Curran's playing today against the Seattle whatevers. And they're moving on. And
It's
there you
time.
have it. That was